Good, happy Sunday, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this special extended edition of the Riley King Newscast at 11 o'clock a.m. slash first storm of 2019. It is 11 o'clock a.m. right now. We are back inside the studio during the 10 a.m. hour. If you saw, we were outside our studio, broadcasting outside, but now we're back inside in the warm studio, still trying to warm up in here. So hopefully we'll be warmed up soon. Let's talk about your weather. Weather right now is freezing rain, 14 degrees. Granite stators contending with snow and icy mix. Let's take a look at your hourly forecast. Here's a look at your hourly forecast. 11 a.m., freezing rain, 17 degrees. Noon, freezing rain, 24 degrees. 1 p.m., freezing rain, 24 degrees. 2 p.m., freezing rain, 24 degrees. 3 p.m., freezing rain, 24 degrees. And 4 p.m., freezing rain, light freezing rain, 21 degrees. Now let's talk about your weather today and tonight. Icy conditions with periods of freezing rain, high 23 degrees, winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour, chance of precip 100%. Snow and ice accumulation 3 to 5 inches. Tonight, cloudy, very cold, low 2 degrees, winds northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And here's a look at your next 7-day forecast for all of you. As you can see, this is your 7-day forecast. Let's take a look at some live looks. First, let's take a look at your temperatures for 11 o'clock a.m. Nashua, 15 degrees. Jaffrey, 12 degrees. Keene, 16 degrees. Manchester, 15 degrees. Portsmouth, 11 degrees. Manchester, 15 degrees. Concord, 14 degrees. Rochester, 11 degrees. Laconia, 13 degrees. Lebanon, 16 degrees. Plymouth, 19 degrees. Mount Washington, 12 degrees. Whitefield, 18 degrees. And Berlin, 10 degrees. And let's take a look at some live weather cameras. The live weather camera in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And mixing in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And here's a look at Samberton, New Hampshire, as you can see. And here's a look at Conway, New Hampshire. And those are a look at your webcams across New Hampshire. Wind, astronomical, high tide, cause concerns at coast. Let's go to Siobhan Lopez with this report.
But still, we're seeing more so the waves kind of go up and then go back down. Not as much splash over. It has calmed down, much like the conditions have calmed down out here today. But now we've kind of seen this freezing rain, this sleet return. But the wind has died down, which was our biggest problem earlier today. But this is what we like to see. Only people that need to be out on the roads here. This guy, obviously, he's plowing. Hey, how are you? And we don't want to see, and when I say we, I'm talking about Hampton Police, Hampton Fire, town officials. They don't want to see anybody out here on these roads, even though there's not a ton of flooding here. They don't want to have to come out and do any rescues like they had to do with multiple nor'easters last year. So pretty to look at, can be dangerous, and it can also damage your vehicle. So if you don't need to come out here, please don't. We're live in Hampton. Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report on that advice. If you don't need to go out, then don't go out and stay home. And here's a video from Andy Hirschberger from 2 hours ago. You must have missed this one, but we'll play it for you anyways. Let's listen to some of the video.
Hi everybody, it's Andy Hirschberger again here live on Facebook Live, and just wanted to update you on the conditions up here in Ashland, New Hampshire, which is where I am and where I've been all morning long. It's still snowing. It's a little bit colder. I don't know if this is considered a wintry mix or freezing rain. I think it's still mostly snow, but it is a little bit harder and more pellety, if that's a word, than normal, fluffy snowfall. But that is good news. If there is an upside to all of the snow that we've been getting, I'm going to take a look at the type of snow that we have, because this is it. It's a very light and very movable, very fluffy and fine snow. Nothing heavy. So if you do have to, snow blow, if you have to shovel, wiping off your car, that sort of thing, it's not that heavy, wet, thick stuff that is very difficult to move. It's pretty light stuff, even though there's a lot of it. I'd say we probably have maybe 10 inches, a foot, maybe something like that up here by now. So this is picture Route 25. That's exit 24 off of Route 93, and this is 25 going back this way. Over there we have some snowmobilers cutting across. This is one of the major thoroughfares for the state, as you can see, and hardly any traffic this morning. There goes 2 cars. We haven't seen 2 cars together. There goes one on the southbound side. We haven't seen a couple of vehicles doing that at all yet this morning. And most of what you do see, any vehicle, is like that. The ones that have the plows hanging off the front of their truck, doing some work, getting things done. So anyway, conditions aren't great. It is still snowing. Visibility is a little bit dicey. The roads are, oh, here we go. Take one more quick look over here. There's a plow coming off exit 24. And yeah, that's what they're doing today. All day long, they're going to have to keep plowing because the snow keeps coming down. So anyhow, good news is that the roads are passable. As you see, there are vehicles going. There goes a guy with a snow blower in the back of his vehicle. He's going out to make some money today in bed. So anyhow, that's the situation up here in Ashland. It's Sunday. Stay home if you can. Enjoy the football games and stay warm, and especially stay safe. I'm Andy Hirschberger, live on Facebook Live.
Okay, there you go on that video, and let's take a look at this video from Siobhan Lopez 1 hour ago. Take a look. We could get it to load. Sorry about that. There we go.
Hi. Hi, Jason. We're doing another Facebook Live.
Hello.
Hello. Why can't I see... I gotta figure this out before... Oh no, it was on quiet mode. Okay, guys, I figured it out now. I should be able to see if you comment or ask questions. Back in the car, just a moment. I'm gonna take you outside to see high tide. I just need to put my gloves back on. I just needed, they say these gloves are touch screen friendly, but I can never ever use a smartphone with these gloves. I try. They're keeping my hands warm, so they're doing really what they need to be doing. I'm not complaining. But just explaining why I'm in the car, because earlier when I did a Facebook Live and I started it in the car, someone told me to go outside, and that is the plan. I'm heading outside. So you can kind of see behind me the cage. Hi, Lindsay. I'm great. Hope you're doing well too. So Jason's packing up a little bit, keeping the gear back there dry. It's probably not a surprise that the photographers stay outside longer than the reporters do. So shout out to all of our photographers out there today, all of our truck ops, everybody, even the people at the station. I mean, they all had to drive in this morning. A lot of us had to stay in hotels, but they are all here working hard. But now let's get outside. Let's look at this high tide, because I've been telling you all morning not to come out here because we were going to show it to you. So let's take a look. So earlier when we were live on Facebook, we were down like by the boardwalk, by the beach. You know, if you were coming to the beach in the summer, where you go. Jason, am I gonna get in your way? I'll go around you.
No, go ahead.
He's shooting video for our story for later. I don't want to ruin that. So here we go. I'll just kind of step out for a minute to give you a look. You can see on the roads they're wicked slushy. A couple people driving by earlier gave us a good little splash. Our friends at Hampton Police, keeping us all safe. This guy over here, I'm gonna see if he'll talk to us now. We just did an interview with him for our story for later. Nicole, Johnson Ave flooding, is that in Hampton? We were gonna head down to like the Ashworth area and the other areas that typically flood from the marsh. We just haven't headed down there yet. I just want you guys to see John. I'm doing a Facebook Live, so don't. You are too? Is the world gonna like implode if we're doing 2 Facebook Lives? I just want you guys to see John wearing the Tom Brady jersey, out here with his iced coffee. He's my spirit animal. I love him. Thank you so much. Love it. This guy, you see him way up there? Go Patriots! Woo! He's been cheering us on too. Sorry, you guys don't want to look at me, you guys want to look at the waves. Let's come over here. So the waves are crashing up over this wall here. I mean, it's the further north, there's, you know, the higher wall that's more solid through and through. This obviously has the railing there, icicles, salty icicles hanging off that railing. But there's a lot of splash over happening. Let me try to hold this a little bit better. A lot of splash over happening onto the street here. A lot of the cars have been taking it nice and slow, which we appreciate. But we've gotten splashed a couple times, so that's okay. We've got plenty of layers and plenty of changes of clothes. But yeah, people are taking it slow as they drive through here. No major flooding yet. We knew that this would happen. This happens anytime we have a big storm like this and we have that high tide. But the Phoebe story, what's Phoebe story mean? Kathleen, like Phoebe from Friends? But here, let's just look. You don't even need to hear me talk right now. Let's just watch the waves a little bit. Hi, Carolyn. I see you, girl. I hope you're home warm and safe. Here's Jason. Jason is just the star photographer today. Cleaning off that windshield. Anytime if they ask us to head out, he'll be ready to go. He'll be ready to roll. Paula, watching in Florida. I'd like to know what the temperature is there. Hi, Jason. Thanks, Beverly. We are being safe. We're super safe. We're way across the street here from where the flooding is happening. Not really even too much flooding at this point. It's really just splash over. But even so, you don't want to chance anything. And even when we were just talking to John, this is his first take us down goggles, but come over more. But still pretty cool to see. Do you guys get some snow from this? These people.
Okay, there you go on some of Siobhan Lopez's live video from Hampton Beach. And a reminder, Manchester, new snow emergency Sunday night. Manchester, New Hampshire, snow emergency tonight. And from 10 o'clock a.m. until
6 a.m. Monday. No parking on all city streets. And also, are you missing a car? If you woke up this morning with a missing car and parked in Manchester, check the Dairyfield parking impound lot. The city of Manchester declared a snow emergency, put on the flashing indicators, sent tweets, emails, texts, and put it on the news. 137 people didn't move their cars off the street, and that is how many are waiting in the impound lot. Bring 110 cash to the office at the east end of the park, and the attendant will take your cash. The majority of the 110 goes to the tow company, and a small portion to the city of Manchester. And here's a photo of those cars. Take a look.
So if you live in the Manchester area and you woke up to a missing car, it will be there.
Also, the city of Concord issued a storm event parking ban this weekend. The parking bans will be in effect citywide from midnight until 7 a.m. Sunday, January 20th, and from midnight until 7 a.m. Monday, January 21st. So do not park on those streets. Free parking is available all day in city garages over the weekend and on Monday due to the holiday. And also, take a look at this video. Reopening New Hampshire Route 171 highway maintenance from the 311 tough timber. Remove a fallen pine tree blocking New Hampshire 171 during this morning's storm. Take a look, as you can see right here. And some plowers out there. New Hampshire DOT plow trucks doing their best keeping the roads clear. And some flashover as well. And all of us at the Riley King Network would like to say they're doing a great job keeping the roads clear. All the plow drivers around New Hampshire, in New Hampshire, are doing excellent job keeping the roads clear and doing their best out there in this storm. And let's take a look at
Twitter and see some things we want to show you. New Hampshire Homeland Security wrote, avoid travel if possible at all. If you have to travel, go slow. Leave extra space between your vehicle and others on the road. Make sure you have food and water. Keep your gas tank at least half full and tell someone where you are going. And stay informed and prepared. Use New Hampshire alerts for emergency road and weather conditions in your area. iOS devices, Android, landline, text, and email. Follow us on social media. Hampton Police wrote this. Several areas along Ocean Boulevard have seen water coming over the seawall, causing flooding. Avoid area 1002. Be careful and be sure to clear an exit, vent, and stovepipes of snow, shovel and pathway for fuel deliveries, and clear 3 feet around nearby fire hydrants. And here are the numbers for the utility company if you lose power, to report them to the utility company so they can get the power back on. And take a look at this photo.
And that does it for this 11 a.m. edition of the Riley King Newscast. We'll be back with one more edition of your extended coverage, and then we'll be off the rest of the afternoon. We'll see you back here at noontime for one more broadcast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be taking a quick commercial break. Bye, everyone.